Sorry, has anyone got a step ladder? My favorite heavyweight, mate. So if I shake a little bit, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Front Row MMA here with Matt Mitrione after his first round knockout at Phil DeFries. They don't pay you by the hour, but would you have liked a little more time in the cage?
You know, actually, I would have. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, you know. But like, I need cage time. I need ground time. I need to be pressed. I need to have Wall and a good grappler against me. I need that. I get a lot of it in practice, but you know, in that situation, to make sure I still keep my cool and I work my offense and I work my getting back to my feet. Yeah, it could have helped. But honestly, like, I have all my fights in like this, brother. I'll take them. You know, if I never did show my ground game, then I'll keep my shiny new toy myself.
Now, people have been talking about the fact that this was a cut fight, which, quite frankly, I find ridiculous because you always come to fight. You know, the land price. Did that motivate you? Did that light another fire in your belly? Was this just another fight?
You know, it was just another fight, but I acknowledge that. You know, like, I don't lie to myself, and I try to be honest about stuff. And you know, like I said, I'm a father of 3, and I got bills to pay. And if I get paid to perform, so I come here and I bust my ass, and I expect good things out of myself. So if I don't perform, I can't get pissed that I got cut.
I think a lot of people, certainly a lot of the Europeans, don't understand quite how big the NFL and that the pressure that must come with that and competing there. Comparing the NFL to fighting in the cage, you know, the pressure's the same. Did that prepare?
But dude, it really, I don't think I've ever been asked that specifically. It's really interesting. I never wrestled a day in my life, right? So like, I'm not used to one-on-one attention like that, you know, and that's different to get used to. And like, you realize, like, you know, in NFL, if you're an O lineman and you screw up, you get spotlighted. Yeah. And if you're a D lineman or you're a defensive player and you do something really well, you get spotlighted. Otherwise, you're a face in the crowd versus all the pressure on you. It's you, that guy, and God. That's who it is, you know. And everybody's going to see either you win or you get your ass kicked, one of the two. And it's a little bit more pressure, like in theory, but like it's also like. It's also like a feeling of real good self-accomplishment, you know? Like, you know, I just busted my ass and put all my work in, and I get to do a little something here, you know, and it's kind of cool.
It's moving from the team sport to an individual sport, but the team behind you as you train is obviously very important. How important are they to you and the growth that you've had?
It's been exceptional, you know, and the fact that I've got, you know, my heavyweights. I got, you know, the names everybody knows, you know, like everybody from Anthony Johnson, you know, and Rashad and Vitor, who's 85er, but, you know, hell, Overeem and Tyrone Spong and everybody else, to the guys that nobody knows. Like, we have a guy named AC and a guy named Scott Barrow and a couple other guys that are just grinders. They get in there every day and they do work, you know. And whenever you call them, be like, hey, I need somebody to do some wall work with me. They'll come by and get down, you know, and they have no ego and stuff like that. So it's been great for development, but more than development, it's been great for the morale, you know, like, you know, you are good. You do well against this guy, you know you're going to do well against everybody else, kind of a thing.
I want to thank you ever so much for your time. It was a pleasure watching you fight, but before we let you go, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to, anyone you'd like to thank?
Yes, there is. Glenn Robinson, my manager and team owner of Jocko and the Black Zillions. Thank you for everything, Glenn. You're a great manager. I forgot to mention you when I was talking. I apologize. Thank you for everything. You've been great to me and great to my family. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man.
Thanks.